Wembley, welcoming the 5 times World Cup winners Brazil, who got what should have been an early boost there. The referee Pedro Proença penalising Jack Wilshere just inside his own penalty area for handball, penalty to Brazil.
Well, it's the only thing that went wrong for Jack Wilshere throughout the game. I think he's a bit unlucky here. He turns his back, it hits him on the hand, and the referee saw that as a deliberate handball and a penalty.
The recalled Ronaldinho, who's had fun and games with penalties in the past for Brazil, and unfortunately this was one of his poorer penalties. It was a better chance for him when it came off Hart, but even then he couldn't force it in. Brilliant work by the Manchester City and England goalkeeper.
Absolutely right. He almost dives past the first, and that's why it comes back into that area. But he gets that right hand onto it and cleverly does well. Whether he fouled Neymar or not, I'm not quite sure, but he does well just to put Neymar off.
And that really turned out to be a springboard for England, who didn't go behind in the game when they might have done, of course. Ronaldinho's aim had been truer. And foretaste of what was to come with some fine football, and Jack Wilshere at the heart of it. Danny Welbeck opting to go with his right when he might have had a better chance with his left foot.
Well, we saw this throughout first half. Rooney coming shorter, Wilshere making a forward run and providing the final pass. Welbeck just got underneath it there.
Wilshere rampaging forward again to his club colleague Walcott. Julio Cesar keeping out Walcott, but not Rooney, who rammed the ball in the 26th minute to give England a 1-0 lead.
Well, there was a feature again, a 1-2 play between Wilshere and Rooney. Walcott making the run in behind the left back, Adriano. I thought he was going to lift it over the goalkeeper here. Cesar does really well, gets out quickly, but still has a lot of work to do there, Wayne Rooney, to finish that.
The best chance for Brazil to level before half-time came from a poor kick by Hart, some rather indeterminate defending by Ashley Cole in his 100th cap, and Neymar, for whom it was a night of frustration, although in the second half he showed himself much more to the fore.
Well, the best 2 Brazilian players combining there. Oscar getting away from Ashley Cole. Good run from Neymar, not the finish though.
The concern for Brazil here was the shooting power of Steven Gerrard. Julio Cesar, England following up again. Wilshere couldn't turn it in.
Well, this was right at the start of the second half, and Steven Gerrard, he said he played as the holding player, but he stepped forward when the opportunity was there. And that just bounces in front of the goalkeeper. If it had been on Wilshere's left foot, I think he would have scored.
Well, this was the suicidal moment for England at the back, Gary Cahill in particular. Fred just on. Really caught that one well. 1-1.
Well, Gary Cahill, his first touch was it, but once he was glowed down by Lucas, he tries to play it through him. He's got to either chop it back for Smalling or just play it wide. Just make sure you miss out Lucas. But he has 2 runners, so it's 3 against 2, and Fred does the right thing. Watch again how they hit the other 2 defenders, Smalling and Johnson, have to back off because they've got runners either side. And in the end, Fred finishes it really well with his left foot.
Well, it was a disease that momentarily was catching. Smalling's back pass, Hart having to reach for it to kick it, bounces off Cahill. And that's how close, again, fine margins in matches. And Brazil, for a second time in the game, having the opportunity to take the lead.
There were 3 mistakes by England. That's a Smalling, and Cahill the last one. But he nearly made amends.
Gary Cahill, having got there, he'll be disappointed, as you can see, that he didn't score.
Watch the marking here from David Luiz. He's the wrong side. He then tugs hold of Cahill's shirt. If the referee had seen that, he'd have had to give a penalty.
And around the hour mark, Theo Walcott was starting to torment Brazil. Mistake by Roca. And Frank Lampard doing what Frank Lampard does, scoring from midfield for club or for country.
Well, good play from Walcott, going inside and then outside. Rooney wins back the ball, and then an exceptional finish from Frank Lampard.
This was a lead that England were not to lose.